Good morning, kids. Today we will read a moral story, A Merchant and His Donkey. Okay, kids? I am going to explain this chapter, A Merchant and His Donkey. It's a story, students. So, all of you understand this story with me. Student, there is a saying. What is saying? That you can fool a person only a few times, but not always. You make a fool person few times, not always. Understand? This is true in all respect. We should always do our duty well. Understand? We should not avoid our work, as avoiding work leads to more work. If you avoid to doing your work, it's create a more work for you. So, students, in this chapter, a merchant, that means a person who sells good. A merchant and an animal, donkey. Donkey is very foolish type of animal. It was always avoided its work. Understand? In this story. So, a merchant used to take goods in the market on the back of his donkey to sell them every day. Every day, merchant used his donkey to sell its good material to one place to another place. One day, he loaded bags of salt on the donkey's back. Bags of salt, do you know salt? All of you know. There are river on the way which they had crossed through a bridge. There was a river. When he was going with his donkey to the market, on the way there was a river. So, students, when both are crossing the river through a bridge, while crossing, donkey unfortunately slipped and fell into the river. Unfortunately means due to bad luck. First time he fell or slipped due to bad luck. The salt dissolved in water. Its loaded salt dissolved in water. It, to his surprise, the donkey found that the heavy load on his back had become lighter. Donkey found that the heavy load of salt on his back after fell into the river changed into lighter in weight. Donkey thinks and get surprised. The next day, the donkey willingly fell into the river. Willingly means intentionally, without any incidents. Okay. On the third day, he again doing the same activity and repeated the same act. The merchant suffered a great loss. He understood the donkey's trick. Merchant understood that donkey is making foolish to me. On the other day, the merchant loaded cotton instead of salt on donkey's back. He loaded cotton. Understand, students? When the donkey was crossing the river, He willingly slipped and fell into the river again. He is doing again his same trick. Donkey is doing again his same trick. Sobbed. How? He found that the weight on his back was getting heavier instead of becoming lighter as used to be on the other days. This time, his load on his back became heavier. So, the foolish donkey could not succeed this time. This time, he was not able to make full to his merchant. So, he began to feel much pain because of the heavy load. All of you know that when cotton weighted, after it become heavy. The merchant laughed at the donkey for his foolishness. Merchant laughed on his donkey's foolish act. The donkey was punished for his wrong and cunning did. Cunning did means what? Becoming or being too clever. This is very bad did by the donkey. So students, what you learn with this story? All of you learned that you can make a person one time, two time full, but not always. Understand? So all of you do your work or duty on time. That's all.